Good morning, everyone. Here's something lovely you can do in the fall. I've collected some oak leaves, but they could be any leaves at all. And I'm just going to move my computer a bit so that you can see better. Shut that drape. So there's a lot of things you can do with your child. First, it's lovely to go out for a walk, exploring nature. They're finding all sorts of beautiful leaves. You can collect some and take them home. And we've talked about pressing them between wax paper, but here's another fun thing for children to do is you need a bit of masking tape, or scotch tape will work fine. Mine is a little tricky because what you're going to do is apply some to the back of your leaf. And I'm going to stick it on a piece of paper like this. Okay, and I'm uncurling mine a bit. Mine's a little curled up, so I may need a little more. I'm just going to stick it to the paper, and that's just so when my child is doing this activity, it's not moving around. That can be frustrating for young or old children, or me. So I'm taping a bit more because my leaf's gotten a little crumpled. And then I've got some tempera paint that I got from the dollar store and a paintbrush. Now remember, you're doing this in your designated area. You're doing it with a tray or a mat so that it doesn't make a mess. Some people, oh, I could never paint in my house. But you can if you've taught your child from a very early age that there's designated areas to do these sorts of things. So they're not wandering around the house painting your house. They know that this is their designated spot for doing all sorts of exploration. So now all they're going to do once you've done that is paint their leaf. And they may get bored, they may not, it depends. I haven't chosen the best color for this because I'm on pink paper, but for a child, they're just painting. Depending on the age of the child, they may stay at this for a minute. Developmentally, about a minute a year, they say, is your concentration level. So don't get frustrated if your child leaves, and if you have enough space, you could leave this out for a little while. They're just painting over their leaf like this. And then when they're finished, they've got their leaf painted, you can lift this carefully up. You'll have to do this, and you actually have the outline of your leaf. Now I'm going to take off my masking tape. And children can be quite amazed by this, and it looks very pretty, particularly if you've used several colors. I didn't, but you can see the outline. It's like a stencil that you've made of your leaf. Now, the second thing you can do is you've painted your leaf, and I'm going to use the same piece of paper to keep my leaf on, but you could use another one. And I have there again some glue, not expensive glue, and I would add some little bits. So I have a pom-pom and two sequences. And this depends on the age of your child. I'm going to use a popsicle stick for this, and I'm going to have let my leaf dry, of course, and I'm going to make a little face on my leaf. So I'm going to put a bit more glue because I'm gluing something a bit heavier. And so I'm going to use a pom-pom for the nose, but you could use anything you have around the house. Let your child investigate and find some things. And I don't have googly eyes, although I could pick them up from the dollar store again, but I didn't. So now I have a little fall face, a little fall leaf. And children find this quite magical. Depending on their age, they may make a face. They may just glue a lot of things on the leaves. The leaves are free, so it's really an inexpensive activity to do. And so I've also seen people then, if their child paints a lot of leaves, take their, oh, my pom-pom's gone. That's okay, pom-poms are heavy, so take a lot of leaves and string them up. They've painted them, particularly oak leaves because they're very sturdy, but any leaf really will do. So you can use them for stenciling an outline, which is great. You can use them for making a fall face on your leaf. You could have pressed your leaf. So I hope you try this. It's such an inexpensive art activity. It's very open-ended. Really, your child could do anything with these leaves to decorate them. And afterwards, when they dry, they're a nice fall decoration. And your child feels very good about the fact that they've created something that you've displayed. And these, like I say, are very pretty. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.